Hello friends, today we are going to discuss uh, assembly of some mechanical components using SolidWorks. The mechanical components have already been drawn or modeled and that to be assembled using SolidWorks, right? So this is the component. This is a roller support assembly. It is consisting of the base plate and two angle plates. Then it is consisting of 4 bolts, 1 nut, 1 wheel, some washer and some bushes are also there, right? This component should be assembled using SolidWorks. Let us see the different parts. This is the first one. This is the base plate, this is the angle plate, wheel, and we are having nut, bolt, this is washer, and this is bush. These things to be assembled. This is already drawn. Now we have to start assembly. Let's start this one. First of all, we have to open this SolidWorks. So it is already opened. While doing assembly, you have to start from assembly. Here you can see assembly that we started. Okay. This opening. Is taking a bit extra time because of the software requires high speed processor. Okay. So we have to start from assembly, right? We can bring the components from where we saved before. The components are actually named as angle plate. We're connecting these components, angle plate, then we are having base plate, bolt, bush, nut, pin, washer, wheel. These are the components. We have these things already have taken, right? These are things. Now this one we have to put in the screen. First one is the angle plate, second one the base, third one the nut, fourth one bush, this is nut, pin, this is washer. These are the components. This is the wheel. Let's tell it again. First one is the base plate, this is the angle plate, wheel, and this one is washer, this is nut, bush, bolt and pin. These things to be assembled here. Now the thing is, whenever we are importing first component, that will be considered as fixed one. We have imported this angle plate first. This should be fixed one, right? And others will be rotating. We can remove this part, other parts, all the other parts can be rotated, right? But as our drawing says, the base plate should be fixed and other should be rotating. So what we have to do is, the angle plate is already fixed, that to be made floating. So right button of click and float. So this one will be rotating right now. And the base plate, we have to make it fixed. So click this one and fix. The base plate is fixed. Now we have to assemble. First we should assemble the angle plate on the base plate, right? Okay. So what we have to do is, we have to start from assembly, then mate. Okay, right. This edge and this edge. We can reverse the direction from here. Okay, this to a parallel. Reverse the direction. Okay, parallel. Okay. Done. Next one, bottom of this one and bottom of this one should be coincident. Done. Right. Okay. Next part, the holes. This hole and that hole should be coincident. This is coincident. Done. Right. Okay. The other hole is not required because 3 conditions have already been satisfied, so it is done, right? Okay. Now what we'll do is we can import the same thing again, and that can be assembled here itself, but we have some other option. What are the option? The same thing we can put here in the form of by using mirror component. The same thing we'll use by using mirror component. So for me using mirror component, we need a plane, so which will be passing through the mid of this base plate. One plane is required for the mid of this base plate. Let's see the drawing. How much is the length of the angle plate, the base plate? Let's see the drawing. The base plate is having length equals to 115. So mid of this one will be 57.5. Mid of this will be 57.5, right? We have to make a plane from the mid of this one. With respect to that plane, we can make mirror of this object, right? Okay. So this assembly is first assembly done. Now we'll do reference geometry plane. So plane we are going to create with respect to side. How much distance away? 57.5. This is going opposite direction, so we have to reverse the direction. Reversing the direction, flip side, okay, and the distance should be how much? Distance should be 57.5 millimeter. So 50.5 millimeter distance away, that plane is created, right? Okay. Now with reference to that plane, we have to make a mirror. Okay. Now we're starting mirror component, linear component, mirror components. What is asking is selection mirror plane. First of all, we have to select the mirror plane. Where from can you select? We have to select from here. The mirror plane is plane 1. Selected. Next one, select the components to mirror. We have to select the component which want to be mirrored. This is the component, right? Done. If you click OK, it will be done. Done. Okay, fine. See, all the holes are also aligned properly. Holes are also aligned properly. Done. Next part is we have to put the bushes inside this hole. We have this bush. Again is to start from mate. The outside surface of the bush to be selected, and that should be inserted inside this hole. Okay, done. First part is done. It's not complete. Next one, what to do? These two are in the same axis, but it can be moved in this way, right? It can be moved. What can you do is, next part is we have to move this face aligned with this face. Select this face, that face. It is going inside, right? So okay, done. We can do the same thing again. That is, we can insert that component and again put it here same way, but we have already learned how to use mirror component, so we will use the same mirror component of this one. Okay, right. So for doing mirror component, this is done, right? We'll click the green check. Next part is again same this bush we have to insert here itself. We're using mirror component. So linear component, mirror component is asking mirror plane. Mirror plane is plane 1 selected. Then component to mirror, we'll select that bush. Okay, see, it is done. The bush is done. Complete. Okay. Next part is to insert the wheel inside this angle plates. Then we'll put the pin. right? Okay, so starting with met. What do we met? This one should be met inside these angle plates. So thing is, we can do one thing. This hole should be considered with the bush hole. Okay, done. Okay. Now this one can be slided. This is in the same axis. It's slided, right? The same axis. Now the face of the bush should be matching with the face of the wheel. Done. It's perfect, right? Okay. Next part, we can insert the pin inside the bush. Okay, this is complete. Again, met. What to met? The pin should be met inside the bush and the wheel. So we'll take the location of the wheel. Okay, this part is okay. Next one is the surface of this one should be matching with the surface of the pin. The back surface of the pin should be matching. Done. Okay, finished. Next, what we have to do? Next part is we have to put the washer at this end of the pin. Right. This is complete. So green check. Again, starting met. So inside this pin, we have to put the washer. This one and washer inside surface should be made together. Done. Okay. Is here. Now what? Now what? The surfaces. Now this surface should be meeting with the surface of the washer. Complete. Right? Okay. Next part is at the end you have to insert the nut. This part is complete. So click check. Again we have to insert the nut. So starting with met. Put these two things together. This is floating, so we'll bring this one close to the subject, then we can see better way. Okay, right. Starting with met. This inner surface should be matching with here. Okay, but it can be reverse the direction. So direction it should be reversed. How? It will be just from here. Okay, done. It is not perfect. Now what? This one can be rotated. You can see this one can be rotated. How? Yes, this can be rotated or moved also, right? So next part is the surface of this one should be meeting with the back surface of the nut. Done. Another thing is required. See here the nut can be rotated here. Nut can be rotated. See again. So one component is even this. This one should be fixed with some edges of the angle plate. Suppose this one selected and this edge. These two are parallel. Done. Now you cannot rotate this one. It's complete. Now one part is remaining. The bolt should be fixed on the holes. Right, this is complete, so green check. Last part is made again. The bolt surface should be mating with the surface of this angle plate here. Okay. First part is done. Now next one is this angle plate edge should be mating with the bottom surface of the bolt. Done. Now I can see like the same previous what you did, this bolt will be rotating, right? To make it fixed, this edge should be made parallel with any of the edges. Suppose this one made parallel. Okay, now it is fixed. You cannot rotate it, right? Okay, it's complete. Now the same operation can be done on 3 other locations. That is bolt we can insert and put in 3 different holes by the same way. but this is not good practice. We can do some other options also. Let's see what are the options. Copy mate is another good option. That means the same thing we can copy here in these holes, right? We'll do same things. What can I do? That option is known as your insert component copy with mates. Now he is asking select the components, so we'll select that component should be mate. Now we have to move the next button from here, right? Now on which location we want this one to be copied. Here we want this one, right? Okay. Now think again the surfaces. This surface, okay, 1 minute. So mate, this surface should be mating with this surface. Done. Another thing option, this one can be rotated. See, this one can be rotated. So what we have to do is the surface should be made parallel to any of the edges. Parallel. Okay, fixed. Right. Now the same thing we need not do again. What we'll do, these two components will make mirror with respect to the central plane. So mirror plane is required. Now this is fixed, so green check to start new assembly again with for these two bolts. So what we are doing mirror components. Mirror components. Mirror plane is required. Mirror plane is the plane 1. Select plane 1. Then components to mirror. We have to select the component. Component 1. Control. Component 2. Okay. Done. This is the final assembly, right? So you can see all the parts are assembled together. Down we are having the base plate. Two angle plates are 90 degree to this to the base plate, and inside these two angle plates we are having the hole, and inside the hole and the angle plates we are having the pin. This is the pin. In between the angle plates where you have inserted some bushes, and at the end of the angle plate we are having one washer and nut, and the angle plates are assembled with the base plate with the bolts, right? So this is the assembly of a wheel base. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this.